Very funny. Give it for Kyle Adams. Okay, actually applaud for him. Okay, a little bit. Show some support.
Yeah, applaud for me. You've heard my jokes. The one audience member's leaving. Woo! We got the guy in the back. He's got the letters OMC on it. I think it stands for Open Mic Comedy. He's here for us, you guys. All right. So you're talking about flavored blunt wraps. So my black friend and me smoke pot. My black friend and I smoke a lot of pot. And I came back from the store. He gave me a little bit of money to go get some blunt wraps, and I bought great blunt wraps because that's what I like. That's what I like. And I come back with them, and he looks at me like, almost like as if to say, "Did I do good?" Like, he looked at me like I was the most presumptive, like, fucking asshole in the world. Strike number one. Strike number two. I go to this dispensary by my house. And on Halloween, they were giving out joint papers, and they were menthol flavored joint papers. So I show up, strike number two. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm enjoying the tax-free weed at this point, but I'm really excited for when it's going to be taxed because 40% of the taxes are going towards Oregon public schools. So when people say that they ask me why do you smoke pot, Kyle, I can finally say, you know, it's for the fucking kids, man. But so at work right now, we get reviewed like immediately. We have these computers at our tables. I'm a server, and the guests can review us immediately right after we serve them. And I was surprised by a lot of the findings that I found. One of them said that I was professional, and it was funny to me because I was looking down at my shirt and I had dandruff on my black shirt and I was stoned. So I looked down at it and the contrast was nice between the black and the white. And I've always said for years that I've been a professional stoner, but now I have documented proof. Nice. I'm looking for a new job now though because I'm just fucking sick of mine. And at this point, like, I'm so excited that weed is legal because my dream scenario is at a job interview. I'm going to be talking to the guy, and he's like, you know what, Kyle? Your references check out, and you just got a great attitude, but I got to ask you one question. I'm looking in your eyes, and I got to be honest with you. They're a little bit red. Are you high, or are you tired? And I say, I'm both. I'm hired. I find them, and then I smoke a bowl in the back office, because that's how it fucking works now. At least I hope so. I'm at a point in my job where I just like I have to be fake to be successful. Like I'm a fake person talking to fake people, being fake and serving them like genetically modified food, which is also fake. And like realness slips out every once in a while, which is weird. I had a lady tell me one time there's this little Mexican kid, and he was playing on his cell phone. And I was just glad that he wasn't running around the fucking restaurant in my way. Like, he was, like, just minding his own business on a cell phone. And this overprivileged white lady looks at me dead in the eyes, and she goes, you know, can you let them know that he's being kind of loud on his cell phone, and we need him to quiet down? And I looked her dead in the eyes, and I just couldn't, like, hold it back. And I just said, you know, that's the strangest fucking thing anyone's ever said to me. And she looked at me like flabbergasted that I wouldn't reprimand this kid, but it's like, honestly, if it's that big of a problem, you do it yourself. I just don't understand people, man. They're just so overprivileged, especially white people in this country.
Kyle.
Yeah, let's do a challenge.
Why don't you take that last joke and make it into a slam poem?
I said, this girl, this lady over at table 4D saw a little Mexican child, and she talked to me, and she said, I don't like the tones that he's making, so you best be taking a step over there and let him know that you care and turn that shit down, you fucking fast food clown. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, snaps. Let's see here. There is a revolution on the rise, my friends. It's an armada of ass. It's a battalion of butts. It's a cavalcade of caboose. It's fucking yoga pants everywhere you go. It's about that time of year. And it's distracting for one. I'm trying to shop at Target. I don't need an erection, ladies. I don't need to see what your ass and vagina looks like, honestly. Like, I don't know why you have to show it off. Like, there's no fucking imagination anymore. But it's getting me, like, it's contagious. It's getting me doing yoga. Because my cock is going into warrior pose. And I got to shift it into downward dong so I can shop cock comfortably. But I have done a bit of yoga. I honestly, like, my guidelines for yoga is no farts, no boners, no problems. And I succeeded in that. And with that, another challenge, Matt.
Yeah, I need you to take that last bit about yoga pants and make it into a rap song.
Yeah. Tight ass pants. Yeah. My penis so full of blood, I gotta lance out the cum. When you gonna give me some? I don't know. Primal urges with splurges. I'm the target, gonna buy that bargain. And I work myself into a corner. I can't fucking rap. Let's do another challenge real quick, Matt.
Okay. Kyle seems very wise. Does anybody want to ask him for some fucked up advice? Nobody?
Will?
Oh, Stefan has
Stefan? Yeah.
Okay.
Stefan, what's your fucked up advice that you would
Advice or question?
You have a question for him, he has to give you fucked up advice.
What kind of weed would you smoke if you wanted to get into heroin?
If you wanted to get into
Like
heroin,
just, ease yourself into heroin slowly. Like if you wanted to get, like, what kind and how much?
I would honestly not smoke weed. I would
Just go straight to heroin?
I would go straight to heroin.
That sounds dangerous.
I think that's the best advice I can give to any human
You
being.
must be a Democrat.
Here's the thing: when you're smoking weed, nobody cares about you. That's the whole thing. When you're doing heroin, all of a sudden people are worried about you. All of a sudden people care about you. All of a sudden people start texting you. When you're stoned, nothing.
When the
It's straight to
question
heroin.
becomes the T-shirt. Yeah, you know why? You can make money off of it. Well, before.
Here's the thing: there are no chips for marijuana except for the own chips you buy at 7-Eleven.
Do you feel ready for another query?
Yes. Let's
All right,
do it.
William.
How do I tell you I gave you herpes?
The thing about that is we can all live in our own like delusional worlds, and if you're like subtle about it, and over time I'll get used to the idea, and just you kind of like work it in there slowly, and that's the best way to do it. I wouldn't come right out with it.
Don't just jam out.
Yeah. Like you take me to the carnival,
slowly.
you take me to an arcade first.
Right.
You like you butter me up a little bit before you.
Tell you.
Yeah, before the breakout start, you gotta butter it up. That's what I would say. Alright, fucking it. So my memories as a child are interesting. My favorite Nintendo game was the What's Eating Gilbert Grape, the movie game.
That was a game?
It was a game that's fucking sick. My favorite was a bonus level where you drive through an empty town and try and get his mom the diabetes medication she so desperately needs. There was also a cheat code I remember to this day. It's ABAB start select, and it boosts his will to live because he didn't have like a health gauge. He just got really fucking bored at a certain part and just fell asleep. Leonardo DiCaprio is in that movie, and he plays a retarded person. I think that Leonardo DiCaprio isn't acting in that movie. That's like him being true to himself. And every other movie he's in, he's acting. You know how like mentally challenged people are really good at one thing sometimes? I think his thing is acting. And that's why he hasn't received an Oscar yet, is because the Academy can't give an Oscar to a tard. That's just a theory. Because
Could
he's
you
a
imagine that
fantastic
acceptance
actor.
speech though?
What?
Could you imagine that acceptance speech though?
I'm so happy. Oh yeah, I just had to comment on that. We talked about it earlier. So yeah, we were talking about tattoos earlier too. The dude at the tattoo parlor like made eye contact with me on my way over here as he was being penetrated, and that was a little interesting, a little weird. I'm 27 now, which is weird for me because a lot of my heroes died at 27, and I haven't even came out with like 4 albums yet, let alone like a vault full of shit they can find after I die. Like, it's kind of, I think about it as like it comes down to like your level of dedication. And the only thing I've like dedicated myself, I've played like 17 years of The Legend of Zelda, like the Legend of Zelda series, and to this day I still have to correct people that the main character's name isn't fucking Zelda, it's Link. And yeah, that's not a good thing to dedicate yourself to if you can't even fucking like in the public domain. I look at myself in the mirror sometimes and I am surprised that I was the sperm that won. Like where did my motivation go? I was predisposed biologically to win. I did that joke once and the MC said, think of it as the egg that lost. Is that a way to look at it?
Not the sperm that won.
I laugh at that though because I have a pretty dark sense of humor. I get it from my dead mom. So my uncle tried to kill himself in like zany fucking wacky ass ways. He drank too much water one time, tried to give himself something called hypnotremia where you like desalinate your blood. He also tried to eat ant poison and my mom bought him an ant farm for Christmas that year. Pretty sweet. I thought it was fucking hilarious back then. My dad got a vasectomy and his balls turned bright purple. Don't ask me how that happened, but my mom had a purple themed Christmas party that year, and she hung purple balls in pairs on the tree. Pretty great. Like I said, my mom died. When she died, she kind of looked like SpongeBob. She was like all yellow and bloated. And I said goodbye to her, which I would recommend to you, like if your parents are dying, go in there and say goodbye to them. I just wish the doctor would have like prepared me for that. Like that was what she was gonna look like. It's like, are you ready, kid? Aye, aye, doctor, I guess. I can't hear you. Aye, aye, doctor. Oh, she once was your mother, but can no longer be. Sponge Mom dead pants. She's puffy and yellow and unresponsive is she. Sponge Mom dead pants. She'll never come back no matter how hard you wish. Sponge Mom dead pants. Her insurance wouldn't cover a procedure like this. Sponge Mom dead pants. Sponge Mom dead pants.
That might be the saddest thing I've ever heard.
It dances that line. The thing is though, like, my dad was also kind of like Patrick because after that he spent fucking 13 years living under a rock. Yeah. One more challenge here, Matt.
Okay.
Because you guys are sad enough here.
Let's see. I'm gonna give you a movie to turn into a porno.
A movie to turn into a porno.
Let's go with. No, it's too easy. Talladega Nights. You can either describe it or come up with the title.
Well, Shake and Bake comes to mind, and it sounds like it would definitely be a food eccentric porno. John C. Reilly. I think John C. Reilly would actually be down for the porno. You wouldn't have to get someone to play his role. Like, he just looks like a greasy fucking dude that would be down for that. They have to be really sensitive about Michael Clark Duncan's character because he's dead now. I don't know if they'd get like Lexington Steele or someone like that, you know. So cock, yes.
Hey man, you see that dude's dick? They look like Depeche Mode, yeah.
I fucking love that movie. Let's see, Talladega Nights, the porno. What would the name of Talladega Nights, the porno, be? Let's see.
I think you're overthinking it.
I am overthinking it. Will? What? Pole position?
That's
pole position. That was a great game. That was a great Namco game. Pole position.
Come on, that's not.
Well, there was a lot of like male on male kissing in that movie too.
First in the series.
I don't know. Yeah. One more challenge, please.
Okay.
If there's time.
This is it.
Yeah.
Do you have another joke you can do? Because I want you to do it like you're having a nervous breakdown.
Like I'm having a nervous breakdown. What joke could I do having a nervous breakdown?
So I got beat up a lot in middle school. In high school, though, I didn't need bullies because I had football coaches, and I have flat feet, and I had a defensive line coach tell me one time that I didn't have flat feet, but I'm so fat that I crushed my arches, and he pushed me over and fucking nut tapped me and pulled my shorts down in front of the cheerleader.
Okay, that went nowhere. All right, Matt, let's relinquish this
Okay.
fucking metal golf ball on a stick.
All right. Give it up for Kyle Adams. He tried. He did it. He survived the open mic of doom.